How's this looking? Is this smooth? Good? Looks good? Okay, hell yeah. I guess, just scream at me if it starts not looking good. Alright guys, so today, Wednesday made an entire courtroom game, okay? And we are going to be debating, some hypothetical questions, alright? And the way it works is, you guys are going to vote on a side for the question, like say this will be yes, no. Actually, let me just, wait, look at this also, dude. Happy birthday, Steve. This has a chance to pick somebody from chat to display their message. Fishpog. That's good, thank you, dude. Okay, and so this is where I will be standing. And I guess we can do a little sample version, all right? So here's where we will go. Like, is Charborg super cute? And then we have exclamation yes, exclamation no. Begin voting. So chat, place your votes, yes or no. Watch this as the yeses come pouring it. A little bit more no's than I was anticipating. And now we have on the stand to defend each side, we have Drake and Mister and Beautiful Butch. So guys, why don't you,
Oh no!
Yeah, it's you. And there's TTS.
Let's go.
Let's go indeed.
Chief.
So, the way it works is whoever's on the stand will have to be convincing the jury and me to change their idea. So I personally...
First point. I mean, look at him.
That is true. Look at him. Which brings me to my second point, guys.
Balding.
Case closed.
I got a judge outfit. That's lagging stream. That's lagging stream.
Grandma.
Another thing that I'm realizing, I was told the day that my wig came in, guys, I ordered, unfortunately, a, like, founding father wig and not a judge wig. Which is so embarrassing.
My opposition's head is small.
Okay, chill. One sec, let me figure out how to get my thing on here without it lagging the stream.
Small brain.
Am not on trial for cuteness.
Please don't lag the stream. I'll make it really small quickly. That look good? No lag? Looks great. Okay, I'm gonna move my cam over a little bit because chat's getting... Maybe I'll put it over here.
Glasses.
Yeah, I got the, no lens variant.
Off better than you.
Because you know what? I feel like the lights that I'm looking at here would have probably magnified through the lens and blinded me. Let's get this stabbed in here.
His grandma is super cute too.
His grandma? Excuse me. You know what? I'll show you guys. This is a perfect opportunity to, show you off another feature here. We've got the hammer box here, which, you can use to knock the person out and bring the next person onto the stand. Very useful feature. We've got the hammer thingy. Oh, encoding overloaded again. Oh no, we're stopping, we're stopping. Okay, I gotta make some changes. Still not 100% smooth. You can set it to 60, that would probably be the best. It's not overloading the stream, but it's bumpy at times. Okay. We're gonna dial it back a little bit. But this is what we're dealing with today.
Can't even run a courtroom properly with face cam.
Shush, dude. Okay, I just have to make some changes. Things are gonna be fine. One sec. All right, let me close out of this. But that's the basic rundown. That's what we're doing tonight. Let me remember how to do this. NVIDIA control panel. I might also can free up some resources on my computer. Dude, something might be wrong with my computer, guys. Maybe I downloaded a virus. Maybe I downloaded a couple viruses. Villison, thank you. And Lanybug, thank you guys for the resub. Okay, OBS is using a lot of my GPU right now.
Happy birthday, Charborg.
Marfusa, thank you for the birthday wishes. Not my birthday in the slightest. Not even close. And Handa, thank you. You have a PO box? No, I don't. I would get mailed a turd, dude. I don't want to open a PO box, I don't think. Okay, now let me try the cam again. Don't fail me now. Don't fail me now. Oh, guys, also, when I bought this costume, I'm so upset. The damn Amazon link made it seem like I was buying a wooden hammer. And I was like, that is just a steal for a wooden hammer. This is the most plastic hammer that I could have gotten, dude. You could Wikipedia search the word plastic and this will probably be on there. This is the prime most example of what plastic looks like. This thing won't even bang well. It sounds like a freaking toy that a kid would play with. It's called a gavel, not in this courtroom. God damn it. Alright guys, we're gonna start by saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge to be an American. Thank you, God, for blessing this beautiful country. These beautiful 50 states, or 51, however there may be. Alright. Let me see what else we got. Yeah, so we've got chat, post. Oh, so look at the jury saluting, guys. What a beautiful sight. There is no God here, says one random person in this jury. Can we get security in here? Oh, look, guys, this has a ponytail, too. This is so cute. How is the audio levels? You guys think this sounds good enough? Can you hit a little bumps? Good? Okay, hell yeah. Well, then let's do it. I guess the first order of business is to decide what our first topic is. And I've got a fair few. Let me see, it's gonna be tough to decide here. I've got, could you survive a year if you were shrunken down to the size of a peanut? That's one that I think the world's been needing to know the answer to. I've got, these are just like a few that I selected that I might want to talk about today. Okay, don't start voting yet. We will get there. I've got, could you win a fight against 1,000 toddlers who were trying their hardest to kill you? That's a sort of a survival situation type question. We have, is it possible to swallow a golf ball? The question that's been on everyone's mind since the day golf was invented. We've got, would you take $1 million, but you have to slap a baby every time you see one for the rest of your life? I personally feel like I could do this one because I can tell you the last time I saw a baby. Could you eat an entire bicycle in 6 months? Wobo suggested, could Charborg beat a house cat in an unarmed fight to the death? Which is a little insulting because I feel like I could beat pretty much any animal. Dude, this is not a granny wig. This is, I am a goddamn member of the law. And you're gonna respect that around here, okay? I've got the goddamn hammer. I just wish people would start taking me seriously around here. All right. I guess we should probably get started. Let me find a question that we're gonna start with. There's just so many. Oh, by the way, that wasn't even all the questions, guys. I've got like 30 more questions. That was just a few that I picked that I wanted to try to get through tonight. Could you live a full year as a mime? That's one. I think we could have a good debate about that. And if you don't, maybe you're executed. Maybe another mime sneaks into your house and slits your throat with an invisible knife. I already don't talk much, but the thing to keep in mind there is if you do talk, you will be killed. So, even in your sleep, dude, you start dreaming too good about a little date you're going on, start speaking out loud. That mime will be in there and at a heartbeat, and you won't even hear a footstep. I don't talk in my sleep. Do you know that? Are you willing to bet $1 million? Not $1 million, that wasn't even the question. Are you willing to put your life on the line? How would you know if you talk in your sleep? You're asleep. Got smoke in my belly. Okay. I think we'll start off with, could you survive a year if you were shrunken down to the size of a peanut? All right, let's get that started. Could you survive a year if you were shrunken down to the size of a peanut? Yes. No. Guys, begin voting. Welcome, Kitty855 to the courthouse. And Light Pink Heart, welcome. Welcome. We've got a couple beautiful members of Team Yes and Team No. And God, if you wouldn't look at that, all the beautiful fish. Guys, really absorb this, because Wednesday worked hard on this part. Wednesday worked hard on all of this. Pretty much, hey, pretty much all of this required work. So maybe keep that in mind. All right, and so another thing you can see here is Team No is orange, Team Yes is purple, and your names, your words actually appear in the color that you are teamed with, which is very cool. All right, Kitty and Light Pink Heart, why don't you guys say hello? Let's see if we can hear the audio well enough. I might have to turn it up a little. I love also the heads of all the people here. Let's get a closer look at each one of them.
Hey, friends.
Hello, hello, welcome to court. And Kitty? Kitty, I don't want to have to launch a hammer straight into your cerebral cortex, but if...
Hello.
Okay, there we go. Welcome, everybody. So, let's start this debate off by looking at the split we've got going here. We have the majority of people thinking that they could not survive a year if they were shrunken down to the size of a peanut. Majority think that. Lag. Interesting, Kitty. Maybe refresh your client. So, Light Pink Heart, let's start by saying, why do you think you could survive a year if properly shrunken down to the size of a peanut? There's a lot of complications that come with that sort of cross to bear.
Be small and precious.
Okay, you would be small and precious, I do agree. However, any small pug or chihuahua could just walk up.
Take care of me.
People would want to take care of you. Yeah, but also you're simultaneously gulping size. A baby could just crawl up and swallow you whole. Kitty? We might have to... I don't want to have to... We might have...
Pocket friend.
gonna have to give Kitty the boot. Biased judge? I'm not biased. Nothing I do is biased, and I should kill you for accusing me of that.
Cats and dogs to eat you.
Exactly my point. So, Light Pink Heart, how do you expect to combat the many dogs and small animals and babies and children that might walk on, swallow, or step on you?
And tiny poops are stinky.
I mean,
Taser.
a tiny taser. I will point out that a tiny taser would probably feel like static
Small
electricity
gun.
shock. Small gun, again. First of all, how the hell are you going to get a small gun? This isn't a magical universe where you can just pull a small gun out of nowhere. You're going to have to fabricate this thing somehow. You're going to have to rely entirely on somebody else to fight your battles.
All over the house because you can't use the toilet.
Another good point. How do you expect to use the bathroom, Light Pink Heart? Say you've got to take a... What are you going to do to prevent the tiny little poops from... Maybe, okay, guys, maybe... I will say maybe we should not start with poop talk right off the bat.
In the corner, nobody would notice it's okay.
You're right. They would be... If you're the size of a peanut, I could envision your poops probably being the size of...
How do you open the
half a
fridge?
peanut? Quarter of a peanut? Another good question. Say you, are hungry. What do you do about food? Where would you be getting your meals, Light Pink Heart? Maybe foraging for crumbs?
I eat floor crumbs.
A good point. Kitty? Voices of the lawyers are
Can't
quiet,
order pizza
apparently.
either.
Guys, I'm going to turn the volume up real quick so you can hear it better. Let's do a 3.6 decibel, or maybe 5. How's this sound? Excuse me. Do a little test speak, guys. You're saying good, but we haven't heard the voice yet.
I would just make tiny food.
Maybe a little bit louder, I think.
Tiny pizza. Predatory roaches would eat you and the floor crumbs.
Not a bad point. I think if you're living in a clean condition, it's loud. I gotta watch my mod chat and see what they're telling me. Is this too loud, guys? No roaches where I live. Where do you goddamn live? The moon? I want that member of the jury deleted.
서브스크라이빙 파트너.
They can't be possibly expected to make an honest call.
People have hamsters and shit.
People have hamsters and shit. Wait, you say you're gonna ride or use a hamster to defend you?
And you would be mistaken for a bug and get stepped on.
That is true. I will say, if I saw a little tiny peanut guy walking around in my home...
No, a cage.
You're gonna live in a cage? I'm not thinking that's a sound strategy. What happens if you have to go out and... No, a predator could easily get through a cage, and...
I stay in my cage. My family loves me. In my cage, they feed me and cuddle me.
Good point. I think... Okay.
Cage is EW.
I think if you are in a loving household, you might be able to get away with this. The cage method. Have a little water feeder. Have a little food feeder where they bring you Arby's sandwiches blended up into little peanut bite-sized pieces. But I do think if you're a person who is not privileged enough to have a family or a little hamster cage, I think you might be out of luck. Light Pink Heart and Kitty, thank you guys for your input. I'm going to send you on your way.
Households are loving.
That's a good point, and we will discuss with our next couple victims. I mean, I said victims, guys. I meant hostages. I'm sorry. Kitty, thank you. And Light Pink Heart, let's send you on your way as well. Let's get back up to the stand. All right. Pesky Sky and Twistfin, welcome to court. Thank you for being here. Another couple members of Team Yes and Team No. What's the verdict? Oh, we're still deciding. We're bringing multiple people through this. We've got to hear multiple perspectives. Multiple. 3 or 4, probably. All right. The split is still pretty even, and keep in mind you can switch sides if you do feel so inclined. All right, guys. So the problem we're experiencing here today is, I do not think.
First things first, I'd wear an acorn helmet.
Okay, that is fucking adorable. That's adorable. Thank you for your input. I do think that would help with some things, but other things not so much, such as a Doberman or anything that's really bigger than like a shoe. I think you might be fucked up. I think you might be ripped to little pieces of shreds. Your little organs splayed all across the living room floor while a hamster eats you alive. My question to you guys, for both Team Yes and Team No, I'm still not convinced you would be able to survive on your own. Not everybody has a family who can feed them little, you know, Subway pellets. Twistfin, what would you do to convince me that this is not a sustainable dream to be the size of a little peanut? How would you convince me that you cannot eat?
I'm just here for the pizza.
Can we get a little bag, little doggy box or whatever they're called for his pizza? You can have this piece and be on your way.
Yum.
All right, a romantic scuttlebug. Welcome to Team No.
D.
You're on very thin ice here. Whose side are you on? I can eject you straight out of this courtroom into the sun. Or to the high pressure of the bottom of the ocean. Guys, we are 40 million leagues beneath the sea right now. All right. A romantic scuttlebug, how would you convince me that you could not survive being the size of a peanut?
Your Honor, think of the ants.
This is true. We could talk at length about the different predators and monsters that may exist out there to a little peanut-sized person. Pesky Sky, what do you say you do? You run into 14 ants.
If they will kill you.
One ant to the size of a peanut is going to be astronomically more bigger for a peanut guy. 2 ants, that's like a small dog. I think you're in hot water the second you run into pretty much anything with a mouth.
Born into big protective families, but we can make friends to help us along the way.
Okay, Pesky Sky, I like the point you brought up, but I do think, how are you going to protect somebody or protect yourself from somebody just deciding to throw you in a trash can? This world is cruel. It's a cruel place. You go up to someone, if you don't get stepped on, that's a big if. How do you, first of all, get their attention? How do you convince them to be friendly? Give up everything to protect a little peanut person? That's a big responsibility. One second.
Get to eye level and be super cute.
Plum thinks I should keep the same set of lawyers for the entire time. For the entire court case. I want to hear from a lot of different people, I feel like. I want to swap and see, because otherwise we'll get through only like 3 lawyers the whole time.
Think of the scary spiders.
Okay, I will say, Team No seems to only be able to come up with monsters and enemies that we would have to deal with. Could you give me any other reason why this peanut-sized person might be a bad idea? besides you might get eaten by something? Because we know. We've established that monsters are pretty dangerous out there.
Spiders and dogs can already kill me when I'm normal sized.
Another good
You would
point.
get lost very easily.
Get lost very easily. I don't think...
Prowler Pangolo thanks you.
Thank you for the gifted sub, Prowler. I don't think you would get lost very easily. Because what's stopping you from getting lost currently? Excuse me. You can't go very far, that is true.
My phone.
Your phone. Oh, you foolish little person. Wait. Whose side are you on?
No GPS. Sad face.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What?
Listen, how are you going to access your phone, pesky Sky? Say you want to go to a new place. First of all, you have to pack a massive pilgrimage is in store. The size of a peanut. It's going to take you freaking 2 years to go a mile. Could we get someone to do the math on that? Someone in the jury, maybe? No phone calls? Paper plane? Oh, don't be ridiculous. This is not a Scooby-Doo movie. We're talking in actualities here. What would happen if you were the size of a peanut? You're not going to be able to fly in a paper plane.
I don't need a phone, I'm pretty crafty.
Okay. I will say, as far as the tech tree, you're going to be going back to around probably the early 90s. You won't be able to access technology that much. Things would be a
If
lot
you were
harder.
That's
small
one
and
for
the
I'd
sun
be
shines
fine.
on you, you would get skin cancer faster.
That is true. There's less skin. The sunshine. You know what? That's probably another question for the ant horse.
Trust me.
I don't know. An ant probably would bite a chunk as big as your thigh out of you. I don't know if it would be possible to tame an ant. Personally, if I had to think, would I be able to survive a year if I was shrunken down to the size of a peanut? I think I could do it. Because, hear me out, I can survive a year, normal size, if I was just thrown out into the woods somewhere. You put me in the woods, I would eat dirt, I would eat leaves. Stuart Little did it, you know, and he's probably the size of a small nut. So, if I'm shrunken down to the size of a peanut, I'm willing to say and bet that things would be pretty much the same, except my scale of what was possible would be kind of tweaked. I would not be living off, you know, Hot Pockets anymore, because I could not operate a toaster oven. But I would be able to eat crumbs and pieces of grass and blades of grass. It would sort of just be like living in the wilderness.
Pockets.
So I think my official ruling, let me grab my ballot. If I had to decide, could you live shrunken down to the size of a peanut? Still, there's so many people who think no. Guys, do any of you want to change your opinion after hearing what's been presented today?
Your Honor, Jesus be ballin'.
Sustained. Didn't mean to jump. Still more people vote no. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go rapid fire. Thank you guys for both participating. I'm going to knock you out, and I'm gonna see what the opinions the no's have that will maybe change my mind. We've got Wolfhound. Wolfhound, why do you not think you would be able to survive a year
Good luck.
shrunken down to the size of a peanut? Don't you dare in my courtroom bring up the many predators that are out there like ants and chihuahuas. Something new, we've heard it.
Too much dust.
Pesky Sky, I'm gonna bring someone else, see what they think real quick. Thank you for being here. Edited Trek, what do you think when you hear that there is too much dust for a tiny little person? I think one dust particle is gonna be pretty big for the lungs of a tiny guy. But I think maybe one of those N95 masks might be able to... Dust is just food, you know? You see a dust particle, that's skin cells. Which I think is probably edible. I will say, but see, here's the thing. You say too much dust, but you would just have to survive for 1 year. I'm talking 1 year, and you grow back up. Which I will say, you have to make sure you're not in any small places after the year's up, because then you will grow back up and you will probably explode. Like, don't be in anybody's ear. Don't be in, I don't know, under a boot. No, you'd probably live that. Wolfhound, is that the best you've got? Too much dust? Because that's not, you're not convincing me of anything. We still got so many people saying they could not survive when they're the size of a peanut. All right, let me bring some more. AJ40042. You know your name. I don't have to.
Go!
I don't have to repeat myself to you. Why do you not think you would be able to survive a year shrunken down to the size of a peanut? I need one.
Theoretically, your ears be more sensitive because of your small size, and if your ears are exposed to a large amount of noise like someone talking, then your ears would die from your eardrums blowing up.
AJ, now that's an interesting question, or an interesting point, but, I mean, don't ants hear things?
I posted a whole paragraph.
Yes, you did. Hamster ball. Did hamster ball change anybody's?
Good point.
I will say, I mean, and AJ, you can switch sides at any point if you want to. If that has changed your mind, you know, you could just switch. But, I just really feel like the fact that there are ladybugs, small mice, little roly-polies, and they can hear things.
Hamster ball changed my mind.
All right. Exclamation yes. Glad you could have some sense talked into you. Thank you for participating.
Your Honor, there has been a peanut person in the courtroom this whole time.
What? Maybe we should ask the little guy himself.
Still alive.
Where is he? Hello? I think they might have left. I like scraping the bottom of my boot on the carpet. I think they're gone. Alright, Pretty Jumbles, you were on the stand for Team No. I'm surprised there are so many people on Team No, but yet I have not seen a good argument for why.
What if I get a headache? Medication's too big.
You could break off a little piece of it. You telling me if you had a wheel of cheese the size of a freaking house or a barn or some sort of big rock or boulder, you couldn't take a little chunk off of it? 526. Why would you not be able to survive being the size of a peanut? How would you get doses right? Read the back of the box.
You are underestimating the threat of arachnids over the course of the year. All it takes is one bro and you are eaten.
That is true, but at the same time, what if I could...
The ball defense is unwavering.
The hamster ball defense is... You know what? Okay, yeah. What, you just walk around on a hamster ball if you're going somewhere dangerous.
Hamster ball.
I feel like, personally, you see a spider, that's gonna be pretty obvious, dude. Also, you guys, don't call me Your Honor. Call me Your Highness, please. This is a courtroom, for Christ's sake. This isn't a damn castle.
Fast.
They are fast. I
Your
think
Honor.
being a tiny little... Yes? What? No, what did I just say? I think being a tiny little dude, I'm gonna craft a tiny little toothpick
I'll
spear.
use my spider whispering technique.
Another great point. We will just speak to the spiders and convince them not to eat us. All right, I'm gonna get new people on the stand. Thank you guys both for participating. I'm still waiting to hear a good point from Team No. Why, Battery Head, why could you not survive 1 year as the size of a peanut? Otherwise, this case is closed, I think.
Water!
Water.
What?
땡스 포 크라이빙 파트너.
What? What?
I can swim.
First of all, are you talking about drinking? You don't think you could find some water? Look at that smug little face.
Yes, drinking water!
I'm gonna introduce you guys to a crazy concept right here in this courtroom, and it's called the sink, or the toilet, or the rain. And it's called...
Good luck disinfecting it!
That's assuming we go the rain or toilet route. More and more people are going Team No. I don't understand you freaks.
My body is built different. I'll be fine.
I will say a... Yes? Guys, my bailiff needs to speak to me for a moment. I don't know what a bailiff is, but I've got one they recommended when I was going to court school. I'll be right back. Give me just a second.
예하오. 땡스 포 서브스크라이빙 파트너.
Humans can't survive letting that small bug shore, but not us.
예하오. 땡스 포 서브스크라이빙 파트너.
I will make a fire like a caveman and set fire in order to dispatch of my enemies.
Alright, I'm back. Guys, that was my bailiff. Wait, where am I? What did you just say? I will make a fire like a caveman and set fire in order to dispatch my enemies. That's what I'm saying, guys. I feel like I think we can probably move past the big enemy thing. Spiders, ladybugs, grasshoppers, whatever. Because if you can go and survive in the woods as a normal-sized person for a year with squirrels...
And then I can also boil the water and it's fine.
I will say, how the hell would you activate a stove? I will bring that up. I literally can't. Yeah, it's just, you know, we keep talking about the animals. Humans can't survive living that small. Bugs, sure, but not us. That small. Bugs, sure. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put you on probation for 2 months, and you're gonna learn to throw some commas in your sentences. Shaden, please convince me right now.
I just put my little clay pot on the fireplace.
Yeah, that's right, because you'll be able to make small little fires, dude. This is like camping. Shaden, why would you not be able to survive
Bugs
1
have
year?
exoskeletons and humans don't.
No more talk of small animals or big bugs or whatever in this courtroom. And that's on these beautiful 50 states. Artsy Apocalypse, you better have something good for me. Why would you not be able to survive? That is not a bug attacking
an
you.
inhaler.
This is true. If you are asthmatic or have some sort of I think you would die. I think you start working up a sweat and breathing heavy and you would be out of here.
Skill
However,
issue.
exactly what my next point was. if you are just a normal person, I think you'd probably be just fine. So I guess maybe you could convince somebody to puff your inhaler, but then who knows? You got to find someone trustworthy, because what happens if they start taking puffs? There will be no way for you to. There'd be no way for you to, you know, prevent them. Throw a toothpick at them. Boo-hoo.
Well, this is could I survive? And the answer is no.
Well, I think that, you know what? Maybe all 500 of the asthmatics in my chat room are you know, saying no. This is the first time I've heard about. All right. Bringing new people on the stand. Vinyl, you better convince me. You have asthma too?
No.
All right. Then why could you not survive a year shrunk down to the size of a peanut?
Your Honor, Hawks. Hawks have been observed to lift small tortoises into the air and drop them.
That is such a very good point. However,
They would do the same with the hamster ball.
we're gonna need something.
땡스
Do
포
all of
서비스
you
크라이빙
in chat right now, all the no's. I'm gonna look at chat hard. Are all of you saying no simply because there are things out there that would eat you? Yes or no? No. That person has they know something we don't. I have different reasons. No. How would you get protein? Stab a little cricket. You would hunt. I am sure a cricket has protein. The hawks. I will say, out of all the predators that you guys have listed this fine evening, hawks are one that seems pretty difficult to deal with. Cannot digest. Viruses and bacteria. How would I pay for DoorDash? You're not even on the... You didn't even vote. I mentally would not survive. It would be taxing, I will say. Being a little dude. You know, I don't know how little mice do it. Little mice and other rodents. My wife would leave me if I were turned into a legume.
Also getting stuck to gum on the sidewalk.
Okay, but also, like, I mean, if you saw... how many times have you gotten stuck in a tar pit or a quicksand pile? I think you could just avoid that. You know? There are so many no's. So many people don't think they could survive. Wow. A whole year? I'm telling you, man, I think it would just be like surviving. How would you avoid the normal humans? Where would I get shrunk? Everywhere, your whole body. Or wait, you mean like, where would you be? I would imagine just at your desk or something. Hope, pray to God you're not sitting at your chair. Just in your house somewhere. Mini birthday, says someone. That is actually a pretty good point. Your birthdays would be a lot smaller, which would be super cute. Alright, guys, I'm putting putting this one to a rest, and we're gonna move on to the next one. The jury seems to believe that you would not be able to survive a year as a little dude. However, I am the goddamn judge, and I'm the smartest person in this room, and also the one with the most wig on.
Oh no!
So therefore, I will say, could you survive a year as a tiny little peanut-sized person?
예하오. 땡스 포 서비스 크라이빙 파트너.
Yes. Rigged? Hey, tell it to the judge. Oh, wait. Sorry. What's the point of the jury? To feel like you're helping. All right, we got.
The masked goblin media is controlling him. Don't listen to him.
Hey, don't talk about that. I told you guys, serious talk bringing up goblins in this chat room. They're a real threat, and they freak me the hell out. My buddy Dale got eaten alive by a goblin. Skin and bone and everything. Either that or he got lost. Not sure what really happened. I assumed it was a goblin. All right, let's get this next question going, guys. In voting. All right. Let's do one that's going to be pretty simple to get to the answer. All right. Something that's going to be probably pretty universally accepted. I will ask you,
땡스 포 서브
Could you-
스크라이빙 파트너.
swallow a golf ball? Exclamation yes. Exclamation no. Begin voting. Guys, I really feel like I know how this one's already going to go. Could you swallow a golf ball? Exclamation yes or exclamation no? Yes, but only once. I want to clarify. I mean swallow a golf ball and live and survive.
예하오.
And also, guys, I don't know what is in the middle of a golf ball. What's in that core? There could be battery acid for all we know. So many of you are saying you could.
Yes, but only once.
That does not count. You've got to survive. Does that change your answer? Does that change your opinion? Guys, I will clarify, you have to survive the swallowing. You could put some like aloe vera or whatever might help that golf ball go down, but you will have to, and I'm not going to help. You will have to sit there, put a golf ball in your mouth, if you can even fit it in the pie hole, dude, and then you will have to swallow it, no help. If you start choking, if you start dying, I'm going to sit there and watch. Because you knew what you were getting yourself into.
Man, there's just no way I could do it.
That's what I'm saying, Kale Basil. Thank you for your input. The Ticklish Warrior.
I'll unhinge my jaw.
I do not, listen, as much as a horrifying thought that is, I don't think the jaw part is actually the most difficult part. Because this right here is your throat, and it is
Also,
about the size.
The center is definitely toxic.
The center is
gotta
toxic.
be.
That's another. We would have to probably, I don't know, scientifically get some nerds to break it open and see what
And
it's
just
full
suck
of.
it down, no problem.
Okay, but I don't think you're fully accounting for the fact that people choke. How many people choke a year on steak pieces or like little anything? You have to, guys, think about the size of. I don't have a golf ball on hand. I really should have bought one for today. The question is swallow.
예하오. 땡스 포
Used
서브
golf ball or
스크라이빙
not?
파트너.
No, guys, it would just be a brand new golf ball. You wouldn't have to worry about germs or anything like that. You could even pick the brand.
Fine. I'll suck on it like a gobstopper.
You cannot, by the way. You have to, new golf ball. You can buy any type you want, whatever brand you want, whatever. Some of
Bro,
them
it
have
won't
different
melt.
little rolling, I don't know, bumps on them. But it's got to be a regulation golf ball. And you have to put it in your mouth, swallow it. You digestion included? Yeah, you would probably have to digest it. You would have to survive. You would have to. Not only would you have to swallow the golf ball, you would have to live for 1 week after the swallowing. No dying. If you're able to suffocate for a week straight and still live, then the answer might be yes. Okay, It won't melt. That's what, yeah, exactly. Ticklish Warrior, no, you have to swallow it in one
tummy
go.
hurt, too much disease. I would perish.
Kale, I'm on your side. So there's nothing personal in my actions that I'm about to do here. So Team Yes, you think
Built diff.
it's Wednesday? Wednesday, who made this game, by the way? Wednesday, why do you think you could swallow a golf ball? That is ridiculous. Maybe a lot of you haven't picked up a golf ball.
I would simply swallow, then vomit.
I really think the majority of the issue would come from getting it down your throat. I want to like go look in the mirror at how big around my throat is. I mean, maybe there's some people who have pretty big. No, I'm not gonna say that. I will say that I think the anatomy of every human on this planet's a little bit different.
I firmly grasp throat and squeeze.
Yeah, you know, that is true. If, you know, you put it here and you start working it down, you could probably like work it all. No, because then you get to that sternum. And that's where the real issue arises. I think what would happen is, Wednesday, you would start this golf ball down the treacherous journey to your belly, and you would suffocate and die in my courtroom if I made you do this today. I don't think you could live. Ava Terra? What are you thinking about so hard over there? I can swallow a tan.
Shoot.
What's wrong?
If he done it before, why do you think I can only whisper now?
I would choke.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, the reason this argument is so simple is because, guys, the people who say no, the reasoning is very simple. You would choke and you would die. Now, I don't want a single person in this chat room to test this, because I know for a fact, I'm educated. Guys, I dropped out of medical school. I went for 1 semester and dropped out. So I think I know what I'm talking about when I say the human throat is very much smaller than you might be thinking. Guys, I think you take a bite too big of mashed potatoes, you'll struggle. I want to see right now. I need to amend your votes. I need you to amend your votes if your mind has changed. You can at any point change your mind, yes or no. Could you swallow a golf ball? You just gotta make sure people know that you can amend your vote. See, yeah, this is much more realistic. It's getting there. But see, this is like getting there in the same way that, like, I don't know, some people think the earth is flat. You know what I mean? I wonder what percentage of people think the earth is flat. They probably would imagine they could swallow a golf ball, I think. Wednesday. Sorry, that's the reason that I got sparkling water. Wednesday. Thank you for making this game, but you just don't know what you're talking about. I gotta see some more people's opinions. Goodbye. Oh, Wednesday, also I found a glitch in your game. Oh! You can launch yourself by looking away from the body and hitting up in the air. And I used that last time I played when I was messing around to launch myself into the fish tank. I didn't actually get in the fish tank, guys. I tried for an hour and I just couldn't do it. Kept hitting the ceiling. I was lying. Scrawny Shrimp, why do you think you could swallow a golf ball? Why would you not choke? How are you built so different that you could swallow an entire golf ball and live? Golf balls are very big. If I had to, guys...
Sword swallowing is a thing.
Sword swallowing's a thing. Now, I will give you a little bit of information about sword swallowing. When people are swallowing a sword, there is a handle that if they start choking, they can pull it right back out. So, and also, the width of a sword is about like that. I've been to Renaissance fairs before. It's about like that, but it is very thin. So, while your argument at face value might seem like it makes a little bit of sense, I think you've just made a fool of yourself in my courtroom. And I'm gonna probably throw my hammer at you in the next 4 or 5 seconds.
I don't even need to make a case. Charborg is doing it for me.
I mean, the judge, you know, judges, guys, they try to look at things in a unbiased way, but there is a correct answer in some cases. Biased judge. Okay, let's hear from Team Yes for a little bit. Just talk in chat. Let's hear from the jury. Guys, how do you think you would not choke? Richard, Kangaroo Court. Don't even know what the hell that means. I'm not human. Big throat. Strong man. I would cut it. Can't do that. Guys, if you, I will say, amend your vote right now. If you had intention to grind up the golf ball, to chop the golf ball, to blend it up, to do anything with that, I'm letting you know, you have to swallow an entire whole golf ball the size that it comes from the package. Do you think you could do it? Amend your vote. More people saying yes, you're ridiculous. You're doing this you're making a fool of me. You're trying to get me to look stupid in this courtroom. I will not. Guys, I've been drinking a lot of these sparkling waters. And I want to apologize that you had to see that today in this courtroom. I wish I could tell you that that would not happen ever again, but I think it's going to. I need to hear some solid reasons other than big throat. High five, AJ. Why would you be able to swallow a golf ball? That does not make sense. There may be a very select few people.
I would crush my throat first.
Even if it was somehow swallowed, it would get caught in your intestines and you will die or need surgery.
Look how panicked she sounds, dude. Even if you were to swallow it, I'm on your side. Well, you know, I think it would dissolve a little bit. I think if it was in stomach acid, it would dissolve. But you do bring up a good point. You could probably crush your throat up and make it, I don't know, expand a little bit more, but then you were going to do severe damage to your insides. Guys, I'm going to do something. I'm going to pull up an evidence board. How big is a throat? No, you're being ridiculous. How big is a throat? 1 minute. The hollow tube inside the neck that starts behind the nose and ends up in the top of the trachea, windpipe, for those of you who don't know what that means, and esophagus. The throat is about 5 inches long. Not the length of a throat, the size of a throat. How big around is a throat? Throat diameter? Surely there's been a scientist out there. Width of a throat? Assuming normative range that encompasses 3 standard deviations from mean or 99.7% of the normal population, which, by the way, guys, 99.7% of the population, not 40%, not 60%.
The circumference is 2 to 3 centimeters according to Google.
That's what I'm discovering in this courtroom. In men aged 20 to 79, 25 millimeters. And in women, age, doesn't say an age, well, we'll just assume a bunch of them, a bunch of ages, 21 millimeters. Now let's do a quick millimeter to inches, because I'm American.
Force it down with
as you can tell by that beautiful flag flying right behind me. That is 0.8 of an inch, guys. And let's see golf ball diameter. 1.68 inches. I rest my case. You can force it down with a stick. You are a fool. And get the hell out of my courtroom. Now I'm going to see really quick. I'm going to ask you one more time.
Woo-woo.
I'm going to ask you once more. Could you swallow a golf ball? Look at me. Could you swallow a golf ball? Exclamation yes or exclamation no.
The human esophagus is designed to be very stretchy.
예하오.
Guys, I want to
서브스크라이빙 파트너.
show you something that just made me very mad.
Not stretchy enough for a golf ball.
Rebecca can swallow a golf ball. Rebecca is the only person in the world who can swallow a golf ball.
That's me.
This is a callback to the Choo Choo Charles stream where we found out, guys, that Rebecca can apparently remember life and the Rebecca remembers what it looks like to be in the womb apparently, and she drew a picture of it. I will get that on
Rebecca
stream.
remembers everything.
I will get that on stream so you guys can see. We had a whole discussion about this. God, I don't think I can find it again. But needless to say, Rebecca's just so dumb. Rebecca's wrong. Alright guys, you exclamation yesers, I didn't pick my nose just now. That was a big scratch, and I could see how you might have thought that. Guys, you yesers, I think you're just, you know, you're not fit to be, you're not giving an honest answer. I didn't make them swear to the goddamn Bible. We respect the Bible in this courtroom. Do they actually do that? Do they actually do that? Maybe we've got 369 atheists in this courtroom. Guys, there's also, I will say, a cross somewhere in here, so if you don't want to be burned alive by being in close proximity of a cross, you Satanist, I would leave. Okay, here's that picture of Rebecca.
Amen.
Amen. Guys, this is apparently what the hell Rebecca remembers from the womb. And I just don't understand, because it was her mother constantly being shown through with a flashlight, a fucking, like, Superman light. Guys, it's dark as hell in a womb. You want to know how I know? Because I'm not stupid. And I can probably deduce that. Just like I can tell you guys right now that you could not swallow a golf ball. I rest my case. I don't remember if I've done that before yet. But if I have, then I've just rested it twice. And may that be a lesson to all those people who think that you could swallow a golf ball. In the vote.
Nice throw.
Thank you, Your Highness, for having me.
Thank you, and thank you for being a voice of reason in this hellhole of a courtroom we've got going here. Why is everyone saying, huh? Who said? Your Highness? Yeah, guys, I will say, we're following traditional court rules here, and you will be referring to me as Your Highness. Just so we're completely aware. I don't... there's a certain level of respect that is required to speak to me. So keep that in mind as we are moving forward with the next question tonight. Isn't it your honor? It is my honor to serve justice in this courtroom. Thank you.
He can be both a highness and honor.
All right, guys, let's see what the next question is going to be. I've got to burp again.
예하오. 땡스 포 서브스크라이빙 파트너.
It's there, and I'm afraid to speak because it might rear its ugly head. Any idea what that is? Minecraft pig. And the reason that I had this so close,
땡스 포 서비스
the reason I had this so
크라이빙
close was because I
파트너.
was going to tell you guys that this is probably about the size of a golf ball. And,
예하오.
well, I'm not going to do that, but
땡스 포 서비스
I'll just show you next to my
크라이빙
esophagus
파트너.
or throat for the layman. How big that might be. One sec. Give me a sec, guys. Are we still on the golf ball? No, we're doing something else. We're moving on. All right, next one. Okay, we're gonna do. Could you beat 1,000 toddlers trying their hardest to kill you? I just got rid of the question. Exclamation yes. Exclamation no. Guys, let your voices be heard. There's lots to consider here,
땡스 포
and a
서비스
little bit of
크라이빙
context
파트너.
to keep in mind as we move forward. Lots of yeses. And I'm going to try to play this one a little bit more fair, okay? I'm going to try to hear you out and understand why you think yes without letting any of my preconceived biases get in the way. For free, says someone from the jury. I'm very happy that they have not voted on a side, yes or no. Well, then maybe they're still making up their mind. I will say, guys, that this is not a good thing. You should not be happy at the chance to beat up 1,000 toddlers. How old? How old is a toddler? 3? 8? 2? Is there a reward? No, it's just you're put in this impossible situation. You're gonna have to try to live. Oh my god! Guys, somebody is feeling confident. Whoever that was, they changed their mind from no to yes just now. They seem to have a realization that I'm unaware of. All right, we've got the real wild dill, and we've got stylish monkey. Do you have a weapon? No. Here's the thing. You're going to have to incapacitate 1,000.
Said 1,000, not one.
Exactly. And I think you guys are not taking into account how many 1,000 is. All right? I'm going to ask you.
Hello, Your Highness.
Hello, stylish monkey. You're lowless. And real wild, and welcome to the court. I was going to use a machine gun. Okay, no guys, there's no weapons involved here.
Glad to be here.
I'm glad to have you. Something to take into consideration here, guys.
Can I use one as a weapon?
Yes, you could, actually. I would say that. I would say that's allowed. However, I want you to think about something. These toddlers are trying their hardest to kill you, first of all. Second of all, you have to have the strength to incapacitate 1,000 toddlers.
Easy.
I don't think so, because I wanted you to do a test here right now in your home. If you're watching at home, if you're watching in a bar, or watching maybe from your parents' house, wherever you may be, I want you to stop posting easy. This is not as easy as it sounds. I want you to imagine pushing a toddler over as hard as you can to make them not get back up. I won't get into specifics. We don't have to. You can imagine. You know what I'm talking about. I want you to imagine doing that 1,000 times without tiring. 1,000 times. To a 4-year-old. 3 to 4-year-old. No, guys, these are not babies. You guys need to Google image search toddler. Either that or maybe you have a nephew. I do not think you understand. A toddler is not a baby. I'm in a bar with 1,000 toddlers and I'm uncomfortable. Another question that comes to mind is, why are there 1,000 toddlers at a bar? I'm just thinking, guys, you're gonna tire very quick.
There are adults who can't handle being attacked by 10.
And that's a good point, a very good point. Guys, you have these toddlers, let's say they're in a football field, stadium, gymnasium. You can't climb, you can't hop out of the damn field. You can't climb up and start throwing Mario turtle shells at them or something. You're gonna have to stay in this arena. One of them, I'm telling you right now, one of these toddlers bites you with their little buck teeth. They bite you.
You'll just tell them Santa's not real.
I think that you would even make them more mad, if I had to be quite honest with you. I think you might send them into a fit of rage if you did that. Toddlers don't have teeth? I'm sure there's a couple. I'm sure we could find a few toddlers that had teeth. You get bit by one, you scream out in pain. And then you know what that does? That's like a battle cry to a toddler. A toddler who's trying to kill you hears you screaming in pain, you've showed your belly. You've showed your weakness, your soft spot, if you will. And what do? They get even more enraged. They do have teeth and they bite real hard. 1,000 cannot be beat. Man, we're so evenly split on this one. Another one that is so evenly split. Alright, I'm gonna bring a couple more up here. You know what? I gotta stop wasting hammers, guys. I think I only packed about 78 today, so we're gonna have to go the old-fashioned way. Stylish Monkey, thank you for being here. Oh! Real Wilden, appreciate you making the flight.
Bye.
They're from Timbuktu. Bread balanced after dark. Why do you think that you could beat 1,000 toddlers in one sitting without tiring? Are you some superhuman? Are you maybe part machine? Or are you just maybe overconfident?
I can outrun toddlers.
For how long? This isn't some threat you can run away from, my friend. This isn't something you'll deal with in the morning. You're locked in a room, big enough for 1,000 toddlers and you to have a nice brawl.
They have cooties and germs and bacteria.
Exactly. And you know what? One of those toddlers bites a hold of you. First of all, may God rest your beautiful soul.
Take one by one.
But 1,000? You've got 1,000 of these little critters running at you with intent to kill. 1,000. I want you to... They're not going to be in... Yeah, that's another thing. They're not going to be in single file line. These toddlers, this is going to be... Guys, picture a horde of toddlers.
I have more intent to kill.
I think just simply the number alone would... Oh, we're not talking 100 here, guys. We're talking 100 times... We're talking about 1,000 toddlers here. Exactly, 10.
It's like piranhas, but worse.
Simple math.
Like piranhas, but worse. Yeah, imagine a piranha, except it is able to hobble and also sort of understand human
100
language.
at one time.
100 at a time.
They
My
will
friend,
rip
you're
you
not...
apart.
Exactly. You're not leaving the stadium, I don't think, without at least some blood spill. I think, what you guys are not considering here on this fine evening, well, as fine as it can be, with there being 370-something people who are making this courtroom a place of disaster, I want you to consider
How big is the room?
I'm gonna say a football stadium. They need naps. Okay, and that is a good point, said somebody in the chat. They need naps.
땡스 포 서브
I guarantee you could
파트너.
knock a couple
How
upside
big
the
are
head.
Toddlers?
Need to find the average velocity of a toddler. How big are the toddlers? It's a very good point. I would say probably toddler size. But we're not dealing in like fiction here. It would probably be normal sized toddlers. So about 5 foot. You just need to kite them. I think you could kite them for a while, but I mean, like, think about. Guys, I'm gonna draw you a diagram here. Toddlers,
5 feet?
they're not zombies, guys. These aren't zombies. All right? My assistant's gonna pull something up on the screen for me. Hey, could you pull up evidence 3.5 for me? Thank you. Guys, what we're dealing with here, that little dot is going to represent you. Now, what do you do when you have a mass? This is not Project Zomboid, okay? This is not Project Zomboid. They're not
If it's
stupid.
1,000 in a stadium and they are all around the same height, they won't all be able to see you.
Their brains are not developed enough to understand self-preservation or morality. They will go all out.
That's what I'm saying. Now, guys, and I will give you this. There's gonna be a fair few of them who are probably getting distracted and picking their nose in the corner of the stadium. However, most of them, they are so stupid. But no, keep in mind, the question is 1,000 toddlers trying their hardest to kill you. So while toddlers may need naps eventually, and while toddlers
Distract with
also may...
tablet.
Yeah, okay, listen, I will allow for this hypothetical one tablet and one case 6-pack of applesauce. But unfortunately, my friend, I think what you've got on your hands is about 15 toddlers distracted at most.
예하오. 땡스
I
포
don't think
서브
that's going to be
파트너.
anywhere near enough. Beat them with a tablet. You could use a tablet as a weapon.
Make them fight for applesauce and screen.
I don't think there's any talking sense into these toddlers. You're
What
sort of...
happens when they break the tablet? What happens when that applesauce is gone?
And you know what? It's unfortunate because nobody wants to think about what happens when that battery runs down or that applesauce is eaten up. But it is part of my duty here in this court to answer these questions. And I think the answer would be they would come for you and they would probably bite you all over and bleed you out and kill you. I will have done enough damage by then.
How much each way?
Varying. I mean, I want you to just sit here and picture just 1,000. Picture 20 toddlers, okay? 20 different toddlers, and then copy and paste that to 1,000. They're going to be all sorts of sizes in toddler range. There might be one big one with a, like, I don't know.
It will be death by 1,000 cuts, or in this case, 1,000 toddlers. Ha ha.
Thank you for your input, Doopy. All right, I'm going to bring a couple more onto the stand. We'll discuss it from some new viewpoints. We've got Metal M and Grumpy Old Cur both standing exactly the same. Maybe they're weird. Don't know why they're standing like that. You can't kill them? I mean, I'm guys, it does hurt my sweet old heart to say this, but I think I do not think all the toddlers would make it.
Of course you couldn't stop 1,000 toddlers.
Thank you. I mean, okay, I'm gonna be unbiased here. Grumpy Old Cur, one of my first...
The secret is to get them to turn on each other.
I will direct your attention back to the question at the back of the room there. They're trying their hardest to kill you. I don't think we're gonna allow any sort of make-believe in this, guys. Excuse me. I don't think you can convince these guys of much of anything. The Force. Someone just said the Force. Okay, granted, if we were in the Star Wars universe and you had control of the Force, I think you could probably take them out. So, Grumpy Old Cur, what do you say to the question, how would you not tire going on your 45th toddler? I want you to really think about it. Really think about this. You are incapacitating 1,000 toddlers. You push 35, 40, you push 45 onto the ground, onto their butts, their big stupid diaper, cushions their fall. They get back up, inevitably, because kids are built like a damn semi-truck. I once saw a kid run straight into one of those little bars at a playground, those horizontal bars.
One guy was able to beat 100 people before passing out.
One guy was able to beat 100 people before passing out. Okay, but we're not talking about that strange superhuman who is pretty powerful and probably stronger than most people in this chat room. We're talking about...
You stand no chance.
Yeah. We're talking about a normal person. And we're talking about 1,000 toddlers. Grumpy, anything else to input before I forcibly hit you in the face with this little mallet I've got? Anything that you might think will change my mind, or?
Screaming also works to dissuade toddlers. You could employ a variety of techniques.
Well, I think screaming would probably frighten a few and bring them to tears. I mean, these guys are behaving sort of zombie-like in a way. They're not zombies, keep in mind. They still have the fully functional brain of a toddler. Man, so many people think they could do it. All right, let's refer to the jury here for a sec, guys. Let's see what the people of this jury are thinking. Any points you guys want to bring up that I might be missing? Someone said nuclear bomb, I think. You would not have access to that. You would have... The toddlers don't know Muay Thai? And you don't either. Small attention span. They're just going to come at you until you're either dead or they're all dead, or it's nap time. So if you could think you can outrun these guys for maybe, I don't know, 6 hours. Toddlers won't run as fast as a grown man. Okay, but where are you going to run? Guys, you're in a stadium with nowhere to... You're on flat ground. You've got nowhere to hide. You were just going to run for where? Run in circles for a little bit? Stand on a chair they can't reach. Again, you're pulling a hypothetical chair into the equation. Someone just said balls. Someone just said balls in my courtroom. Is this a joke to you? Don't repeat that. Don't repeat that. Okay, Team No. Team No being people who think they could not beat 1,000 toddlers. I want you, I'm going to bring someone up here. I want you to convince the jury here that they could not beat 1,000 toddlers, all right? We're going to need some hard-hitting evidence or sort of new mindsets. Sir Philium, let's hope you've got something good. Welcome to my courtroom. Everything you say is being recorded. So if you try to lie, we will watch it back and see if you're fidgeting or pulling at your shirt collar. Sir Philium. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. Sir P. Helium. Maybe you gotta roll the L's? I think we're gonna get a new person out here.
I am trying.
Ease cheese. Welcome to court. So what can you say to convince this jury that they could not beat 1,000 toddlers? If locked in an arena with nowhere to run, that's probably about the size of a football field. Guys, keep in mind, you can't kite them quite as effectively as a zombie horde because they have brains and they know, Goo Goo, he's going this way, I'm gonna cut him off. Ease cheese? Toddlers are stupid. How dare you? You know what? My cousin was a toddler before, and he's one of the smartest guys that I know. The game broke? Did it? Let's see if we've got someone else. Get off the table, man. Bushbuster, are you here? Bushbuster?
Yes.
Okay. Bushbuster. Throw that there. What can you say to convince this beautiful jury that they could not beat 1,000 toddlers? One sec, I'll be right back, guys.
Toddlers have incredibly sharp nails. I'd die a death of 1,000 cuts.
That is true, guys. Bushbuster brings a good point. Toddlers, while having razor sharp little teeth as well, little baby teeth, they've also got some pretty extreme nails, and that's why they put little gloves on babies. I don't know if you've ever seen that, because babies will gouge their own eyeballs out, trying to develop reflexes. They will gouge their eyes out. Toddlers don't have long nails. What? Do they not? Maybe I'm kind of lumping babies in with toddlers. I feel like they do. And you know what? I think they've also got dirt and poo-poo under their nails. Because toddlers are pretty disgusting. Probably stupid, like, greasy hamburger juice also. So that's going to be on top of, let's say you survive, so do I, said somebody. Say you survive the onslaught of toddlers and the razor sharp claws and the teeth, you most likely are going to get probably a staph infection or something. You're going to get really messed up, maybe tetanus. All right, I'm going to get a new yes lawyer up here. Beanie on Twitch, convince me in this jury. We've got a lot of no's. Why do you think you could beat 1,000 toddlers? Why is he standing like this?
Dude, let's use some terrain here.
I'm sorry, the course unfortunately is set to be pretty much an arena, just an open, flat arena. I'm sorry.
Do you really think toddlers can operate a ladder.
And I'll say it again. All you've got is that iPad and those 6 applesauces. You're not climbing nowhere. You know what? Let's evaluate the jury really quick. I'm gonna amend the question and like make sure everyone's clear here.
ID just do what Mario does with the
땡스 포
Goombas.
서브스크라이빙
I don't think you
파트너.
could possibly jump that high.
Then I get level ups.
Video game poisoned. We're talking in reality here. This is reality we're dealing with. This hypothetical reality where there are 1,000 toddlers all in a room and you have permission to kill them. Dude, Neon Cookie, thank you very much for 50 gifted subs. I appreciate it.
Dude, I'm so swoosh with this call me Saul Best Man.
I don't even know what that means. I don't have no clue what that means. And he did a dance about it too. I really feel like that should have convinced me if I knew what that meant.
I'm embarrassed for you.
Did he make a good point? Dude, I'm so swoosh with this. Call me Saul Best Man.
예하오. 땡스 포
I
서브스크라이빙
don't know what that...
파트너.
Why are you... I
My
don't know...
charisma is beyond human comprehension. I win.
Okay, but the toddlers are trying to kill you. Are you trying to make a fool of me in this courtroom? Because I won't have it. Sorry, I started thinking about like a dead possum, and it made me
The
sad.
toddlers are weekend. Are you okay, bestie?
I'm fine,
This
guys.
man has toddler brain.
Guys, you can't team up against the judge. This has got to be... You gotta be polite to the judge. You have to say Your Highness, remember? Okay, guys, does your opinion
Don't
change?
be rude.
Could you beat 1,000 toddlers in an arena with nothing except an iPad and 6 things of applesauce? Arena the size of a football field. You can't climb anything. You have no weapons. You're going to tire. Could you do it? Exclamation yes or no.
Shout out to Christina Applegate.
Who is that? No shout outs in my courtroom. Ma'am.
20% of Americans think they can beat a bear in a fight.
That's what I'm saying, guys. You know what? Okay, here. Let's do a little test. We're gonna reset something here for a second, just to see what kind of jury we're dealing with here, because I think we might not all be on the realm of possibility together. Could you beat a bear in a fight with no weapons? Yes. Wait. Exclamation yes. Exclamation no. I didn't do the voting thing right. I'm sorry. Give me a second. Wait. Okay. Exclamation yes or exclamation no. Could you beat a bear in a bare-handed fist fight to the death? One of you has to die. Whoa. 20% of Americans think they could beat a bear in a fist fight. What? 50 times 50, 100, 150, 200, 250. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Bah! That's 20! Huh? Huh? Guys, you couldn't beat a bear in a fist fight. Are you insane? I'm not insane. I'm American.
Because if it's a black bear in dead AF.
Which one's the more violent bear? You know, there's one that you're supposed to... There's one bear that you're supposed to just, like, climb a tree or play dead or something. And there's one bear that you're supposed to just say your prayers. Polar bear? Okay, let's amend this. Exclamation yes or no. Could you beat a polar bear in a fight to the death? Yes or no? How are there still so many yeses? How are they getting more yeses? You're insane! You're gonna be a mist in the snow, my friend. My 95 friends who are just so... have such poor judgment. Polar bears are so large, that is so true. Alright, let's stop with the bear talk. So, what the bear talk has told me, though, is that the majority of people, they're answering truthfully. I mean, the statistic was that 20% of people think that they could fight a bear, and what would be shown right here? Oh, they changed! They changed their mind! They were a yes, and they changed to no. Thank you for being honest with yourself.
Share a Coke.
Oh my god, you're right. Guys,
Simple.
that is, okay, that is so true. Could you beat a polar bear in a fight if you had a Coca-Cola? Exclamation yes or no. That's so much more, I understand. Because polar bears are the Coke mascot, and they love Coke. You give them one Coke, they're gonna be on their ass. They're gonna drink it, get all tired, and have to take a little cat nap. Cocaine bear, though. This bear, guys, this bear has no access to drugs. We're talking present-day Coke. There's none of that cocaine involved. See, this is more realistic. Alright, let's get on to the next question. Nope, that was a hypothetical debate. That one didn't even count. That was just a joke one, so I'm not even ruling anything here. I just like to hit the hammer. And guys, I still am just so sad I got the plastic hammer. This thing's got a seam on it. This thing does not look... I should show you the Amazon order. I swear, when I bought this thing, this looked like wood. They scammed me. I think it was probably wood. Can you remember what it was like before you were born? That Chickenfoot suggested that in the mod channel. You guys think that would be a good one? Should have read the description. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I've got a pretty bad habit of just buying things and it not working. Guys, I bought this phone case the other day, and I don't even think it's for the right phone. My phone won't fit in it. I just saw it and I clicked the buy button, and it just doesn't really fit. Maybe it does. I'm just scared I'm gonna break my phone trying to crack it in here. Compulsive buyer? Well, no, I mean, listen, here's a problem. I thought about it for I've been sitting on it for like 2 weeks. My phone has been without a case for about 2 weeks. And it's been something I've needed for a while, and I was like, you know what, I'll buy it. And I did a bunch of research, I looked at a bunch of different kinds.
Just don't bring anything Pepsi colored.
And I just goddamn bought some stupid piece of shit that probably goes for like iPhone 8 or something, I don't know.
This is so sad for you because you have this, and you have the hammer, and you have the wig.
Yeah, the wig too! Guys, no, listen, this is like a damn founding father wig. I was supposed to buy... Have you guys seen what a judge wig looks like? I went to Amazon and I typed judge wig, and I was like, oh yeah, this is good. This is perfect. Guys, this isn't a damn judge wig. I look like I'm about to sign the Declaration. I look like Thomas Jefferson. What is wrong with me? I just like don't think about it. I'm like, oh yeah, this is what I need. This is what I need. Untie the hair? Oh god, that would just probably tangle the whole thing. And you can't straight iron this, it's made of plastic. I'm pretty sure these are plastic hairs. I don't think this is like sheep wool or anything crazy like that. Arcos, thank you. I don't know what that means. Thank you everyone for the subs and bits. I appreciate it. Alright. Let's just say it's time to move on to a new hypothetical. I could make it so every chat message pops up in this thing here. Right now it's like there's a certain percentage. I could set it to 100%.
BBG.
That'd be kind of funny, dude. You guys want to see what that looks like? It'd be like... Now that might be a little too crazy. Okay, we'll do that at the end, okay? We'll do it at the end. Okay, what are we dealing with here? Let me look at my hypothetical questions list. You think judges wear shoes and socks underneath the table that they sit at? I don't. Had this one imported.
All judges let those grippers free.
Okay, I shouldn't have said that. We're going to change the subject. All right, let me look at my hypotheticals. Okay, guys, we're going to do one a little bit different. This one is going to be your opinion of me. This one was Wobo's suggestion. We're going to do...
I agree with my other client.
Okay, if you're going to swap sides, you're going to have to... maybe not make me feel bad about it. One sec.
Let the grippers roar.
Could Charborg beat an average size house cat in a fight to the death? Unarmed.
Let those dogs
Exclamation
out now.
yes. Exclamation no.
What if we just tested and like I brought him in?
Yeah, we could just bring my cat in here. Just test it on the spot. Well, it's a nose. Guys, I could roll this judge uniform up and flex my big muscles, but it would just be so much work to get the sleeve up. I've got it laying exactly how I like. Lots of people saying no. One sec, let's get some new
in
folks.
your abilities, your honerness.
Thank you. I'm sorry I threw that right at your head, right as you were gonna compliment me. We've got Captain America and Entropy. Guys, why or why not do you think I could beat a average size house cat in a fight to the death with no weapons? I'm pretty capable.
Cats are pussies.
While factual, I think you meant something else, and I will not have swearing.
One cat is worse than 1,000 toddlers.
I don't think that's the case. However, I do think it's bad, guys, because you know what? When that cat jumps up... Listen, I've tried to give my cat Uma a bath before. I almost died. I almost had my throat slit from here to here, and then across to here, and then down to here, and then had all this from here up removed. And that's just my sweet baby cat who loves me. Think about a cat who hates me.
They kill just for fun. You simply couldn't compete.
If there was a cat who wanted me dead, guys, I really don't think I could do it. There's a lot of people who do believe. Why do you think I could do it, Entropy?
Her body armor.
I would not have body armor. I would just have get body armor. No, guys, this would be completely out of nowhere. This fight would be just... I'm gonna set the scene. Let's imagine that I'm just sitting on my couch. No, okay, concrete room. I'm gonna say we're in a concrete room, guys, just to make you guys completely sure that there's no way I'm getting out of this. One of us leaves alive.
The first strike would be your eyes. Then it'd go for you testes.
Guys, we've got an issue.
If you make the first strike, it would cripple the cat.
Did you see it?
Cats have 9 lives. You have 1.
She's spotting
Oh
me.
no!
It's happening. Protect my vital organs. This is my cat. She's so cute. And guys, she's pretty fucking evil. As you can see, she's already going wild. Just the thought of my blood has got her stomach growling.
My eyes over my testes.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to get rid of the person who keeps talking about testes. Stick S. Why do you think I could not beat a cat in a fight? I will say I get a hold of that tail, and I'm pretty sure it'd be all over. I would use the cat as like a nunchuck.
Claws.
They do have claws, but hey, I'm not gonna show you. I was gonna show you my nails, but I don't think that's the best idea. I think that might be a recipe for getting made fun of. Have more faith in yourself.
Use your claws, Charborg.
Nasty like a tot. They're not gross, dude. They just. I bite them. Okay, so they're kind of looking like I bit them.
She would move too swiftly out of your hands.
I'm gonna tell you guys. I've seen as much as this cat looks like she's loving on me, and she has no idea that there's people watching right now. Dude, she thinks it's just her and I. She has no idea she's being watched. As much as this little cat loves me, she has the ability. She could kill me at any second, I'm pretty sure. It would just be like if this cat had a nightmare that was too realistic, she would wake up and slit my throat. And look, she's already getting ready to slap my headphone cord. Surprised she recognizes me with the wig. You're in her world. Guys, I'm gonna tell you something here. And here's the real truth. Could I beat an average size house cat in a fight to the death? The answer is no. And that is because there would not be a situation where I would fight an average size house cat to the death. I would just simply not do it. I would let the cat kill me and slit my throat. I love him too much.
Blasphemy.
Sorry. All the yesers. We better see that no count start to rise. It wouldn't happen. There's no situation. Even if the cat was coming with intent to kill and gouge my eye sockets out.
More of a dog cat, but
I would just simply let it happen. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. I would be frowning about it. I wouldn't be in a good mood. But, you know. She meows when I whistle. I've trained her to do that from a very early age. Come on. Okay, she's going for the cord. She spotted the damn cord. I can't let her in my lap. I have to put the cord behind me. Alright, let's get the next question up here. You have the amount of toys she has, guys, I'm telling you right now. She's got so many toys. She wants to be the judge. I could put this little thing up. No, she would hate that. Guys, you guys actually might see her kill me on stream if that happened. If I tried to put this on her. Let's see. Which question should we go next? Alright, guys. I think I've decided. Let me throw on the... was an accident. I tried to throw it on the ground and I ricocheted into that guy's head. Alright, next question we're going to go with here, guys. Could you eat... Hold on. That's not the tricky part. An entire bicycle in 6 months. You can do whatever you need to the bicycle. Wait, I have to end the voting. Dang it. Exclamation yes. Exclamation no. Alright guys, Could you eat an entire bicycle in 6 months? You can do whatever you need to do to the bicycle to make it smaller. I mean, like, you can do whatever you gotta do. But every atom from that bicycle, except those maybe dissipated from heat from a grinder or something, would have to be eaten. Lots of yeses. Lots of yeses. Guys, think about how much metal. You're gonna have a lot of metal to digest. That would have lots, I mean, you'd have to...
You can turn rubber gloves into grape juice, so it'd be easy to turn it into something tasty.
I like this, guys. Resourcefulness. I will say, what the fuck are you talking about? You can turn rubber gloves into grape juice? That seems confusing. Maybe it's possible. Lots of people could eat an entire bicycle. Hey, Phil Marshall, why do you think you... What do you think?
Chemistry is a wonder thing.
Okay, guys, but we're talking... By the way, you're not chemists, okay? We're not getting goddamn Bill Nye out here. You're gonna have to do this yourself.
Some of us are.
Some of us, okay. But we're not accounting for your weird chemistry knowledge, okay? You're trying to convince the jury and myself that you could... That they could do it, okay? So what do you have to the...
And if any other yes folks needed help, I'd happily help them make it.
Okay, well, you can't do that. We're not getting... You guys don't have his help. You gotta do this on your own. No posting grape juice, bicycle to grape juice recipes. Nothing like that.
The leads taste not so good.
Lead? Or... You said we could do anything. Ugh. I did say that. Okay, guys,
There's also an entire TV show of people eating weird things.
Okay, but okay, listen. Do you know how to turn a bicycle to grape juice?
You said we could do anything. Helping is something.
Do you know how to do it? Hero of Wolves, can you do that? Is that something you're capable of? Or did you just guess that that might be a thing that's possible?
Rubber, yes.
Rubber? We're not talking about rubber, dude. You could microwave rubber and it'd probably be fine to eat. Probably be yummy. We're talking about the hard part. What about the chain? What are you going to do about the metal chain? What are you going to do about the damn spokes? The wheels? We're talking rubber is part of the bike? Okay. That's not the part I'm hung up on, guys. If somebody said, I could, you know what? I could eat all the rubber off a bicycle in 6 months, I'd say, yeah, you probably could.
Grind it up. Put it in something like a pizza.
Okay, but what, can we get a medical staff? Any medical staff here? Any hospital janitors? Somebody who might have, like, seen the effects of what metal might do to your intestines? Phil Marshall, you have any sort of medical experience? Guys, I don't think metal is good for your interior.
Blood has iron in it already. It's a good addition. I had weak stomach, though.
Alright, I'm gonna see if I can, guys, I'm gonna see if I can get a medical doctor on Team No. Hot salad, have you worked in the medical industry? Primed and ready to throw.
Yes.
Okay.
Smiley face.
Now, with your expert knowledge, I'm pretty sure you were probably like a doctor or like one of the lead surgeons in this country. Could you probably tell us what eating metal would do to the human body? Specifically, this is a little weird question. We've got people who were trying to grind up a bicycle, all of it, and eat it over the span of 6 months. What would that do to the human body? My cat's destroying my home. She's about to turn my computer off. Ah! She's biting my foot! You gotta get her out of here, Plum. She's nuts.
I will. She got her leg cut on your keyboard.
It'd slice you up like cheese grater.
All right, jury.
Her whole body was hanging by the keyboard cord.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury,
I can also say from my little medical school, it wouldn't be the healthiest thing to do, however. If you only ate a little bit at a time, it would go through your body, likely upsetting your stomach in the process, but nothing else bad.
I didn't hear that. Okay, I heard it. Listen. From what you've heard here today, guys, why do you believe or disbelieve what these doctors are saying? I mean, we've got one telling us that it would really upset our tummy.
You would probably die from the toxins before you can finish the whole thing.
And you know what? We talk in absolutes here. So I will say you would die from the toxins. At least that's what I heard that guy say. 6 months. Okay, let me think about this. Break it up into 6. Break a bicycle into 6 parts. First of all, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Getting a bicycle ground up into eatable sizes, a man ate a plane. Well, you're not that man. I'm not saying, like, could someone in the world do it? I mean, like, I want you guys to convince the jury and myself that the average person could do it.
Toxins can be changed to something different. Break it down into its elements and add new elements, and it'll be easy.
What are you, an alchemist? What? I don't think people can do that, guys. Otherwise, we would be turning mud to gold. He's correct. Is that true? You can't just say Nodder's true, or whatever the hell that emote is called, and that's not a point. I need some evidence here. Could you just turn a bicycle into, like, gravy? Man, that sounds good. But no, no, we can't, guys, we can't talk about this because that's out of the grasp of the average person. Say I gave this bike to some random person in chat. There's no way that they're going to be able to get this bike to a magician or a chemist or whatever the freaking hell you need and turn it into gravy. That doesn't compute.
What about all the oil and grease?
You'd have to eat that too. And while I will say that's wouldn't be the worst thing, I don't think. I think that would probably be kind of pleasant, eating like a little bit of grease. I would just scoop all the grease off.
6 months, you could find someone to do it.
You would probably spend a month and a half looking, and that's valuable bike eating time. I guess you can get through the rubber. $336 people think
oil and
that they
grease
could do
is
it.
a part of the bike. It's an additive that you could easily clean off.
I'm gonna say that you gotta eat the oil and grease. Okay.
Chat is very lazy. They'd never find someone in time.
I think that might be the case. I'm gonna get some more yeses up here. There's a lot of people who think they could eat an entire bike. Thank you, Hero of Wolves. Let's get someone else on the stand. Matt, not toast. How would the average person eat an entire bike in 6 months? How? It's not seeming... I mean, convince me. I want to believe. I want to believe both of you here. Guys, and I'm just going to go out on a limb and say eating a bike, not healthy. Not the healthiest thing you could do. All right? But, you know, there's some people who will do all sorts of unhealthy shit, so who knows? Matt, not toast? Are you here? All right, let's get someone else. Bimby, convince me that the average person could get a bike digested and turned to dookie in 6 months' time. Entire bike. Mountain bike, even. Not a BMX. Well, that would be more... I don't know. BMXs, they've got pegs. Digested?
I would dust it into my food.
See, and that's... I think that is a logical argument. I think you probably could dust... And I see... Let me talk to the jury here for... Jury... Are the majority of you thinking that you're going to, like, grind it up into dust and just mix it in with food? Yes, yes. No, says one. How would you do it other than mixing it into food? Like grinding it up? Or small pieces? Oh, you're ridiculous. Small pieces?
Iron poisoning.
That was like kind of ominous. Acid, but you're gonna have to eat it. Guys, small piece. You can't eat a small piece. You chop this bike up into small pieces. You're gonna swallow it, and it's gonna fuck you up, your insides. Into pellets? Yummy. I would smoke it. You've got to eat it. You can't smoke the bike. All right, I'll put that on the record right now. You cannot smoke this bike. And you know what? That would mess you up, dude. The average bike is 26 pounds.
I think it may kill you, but I could get it all down for sure. 6 months? You ever seen someone die of radiation?
I have not. Fortunately, I haven't. But you do have a point. I think maybe, okay, if you had to, because the goal is to...
It takes a while.
Die. I mean, the goal is not to die. The goal is to live 6 months, survive and eat the bite. I didn't say you had to live after the 6 months. 6 months is a long time. You could eat 12 bikes. Oh, what? We're talking 4 bikes a month?
Who wants to live anyways?
No. I think if you didn't mind dying, okay, maybe I think it would rip you to shreds if you ate it without grinding it into small pieces. But maybe you could like just really grit your teeth and survive for about 6 months. This is tough.
You wouldn't live past 3.
Me personally, or are you saying the average person? What are we talking about here? Let's be very clear and not mince our words. Am I being paid? No. I mean, I'm not asking if you would do it. I'm saying if you had to do it. We don't have to start getting into the semantics here. I'd feed it to another animal, then eat the animal. How are you going to convince a damn...
6 months is a long time to be digesting toxic material.
I'm like 2. I can't count. Besides the point.
Thank you for letting us know. I don't think you should be in this courtroom. We can't... Wait. Are there any babies or toddlers on the jury right now? This might be why these questions are having such mixed answers. Oh no. Not me, says that the guy at the top left. Oh wait, yeah, okay, no, wait, by the way, I want to make it very clear.
Babies will eat anything.
Do not say I'm and then a number under like 13 or whatever, because you will get auto banned by Twitch. Do not say it. I'm being very serious. Wobo got banned off Twitch because he was saying I'm 12 in my chat. Okay, to be honest, it was a little bit more it was a little more extreme than that.
Your Highness,
he double and
can you
tripled
show
down.
the face on your drink to the courtroom.
Show the face on my drink? What, this old thing? It's my koozie. Alright. Lots of people still think they could eat the bike. Okay, you know what? Here, let's do this. Babies will eat anything.
Thank you.
That baby couldn't eat a bike, man. Okay, I'm gonna knock both of these guys out, and we are going to get some no's on the stand. So the no's, I want you to convince the yeses that they could not eat a bike in 6 months. Marfusa, why could you not eat a bike in 6 months? Please ask a scientist. Where the hell am I gonna get a scientist?
It'd taste awful.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, there you have it. Could you stomach the taste of a bicycle? Put it in good food. That is true. Oh, I've seen some people change their minds. They're changing it to yes. Okay. Marfusa, you bring a good point to the table. Let's get someone else up here. Will Moss convince the ladies and gentlemen of this jury that they could not eat a bike in 6 months. That is my decree.
I don't got the time to eat a whole bike.
Something to consider, guys. You are going to have to take the time out of your day to get this bike ground up into little dust and eat it. Which, I mean, technically, you do have 6 months, and I'm giving you, you know what, like, you've got permission to quit your job for 6 months and just do it. Like, sure, if that's what's stopping you, you've got the time, you can figure out. There's no incentive.
Especially if I'm sick from eating some of the bike. That's gonna slow me down too.
Very valid points. Very valid points. Tummy ache probably for the majority of those 6 months. And long after the 6 months as well, I think. I'm so torn on this, guys. Because on one hand, if you want my opinion, oh my god, dude, there apparently there's already art, dude. Shape Davoski made this. Oh my god. This is nuts, dude. That is so cool. Oh my god, you guys are nuts. Oh god, I just saw Rebecca's feet again. Ugh. What were we talking about, dude? You could dissolve the bike in acid, then neutralize it to create a bike drink. Again, but you're gonna have to do this stuff. The average person does not have access to acid or a freaking bike smoothie. Guys, Telestatic, are you here? You said, it said you, not average person. Okay, but this question, we're applying this question to everybody in the chat room, the jury. This is gonna be, yes, you, but what I mean is, I should make it, could a person eat an entire bike? And okay, what? What do you want from me? What? What is this freaking language court? No. This is my court, and I can do whatever I want. I'm not wearing pants right now. That was a lie.
Any fellow metal munchers in chat?
Guys, okay. I need to be convinced, because this one I'm really on the fence about. This one, what's interesting about this one is it's very easy to picture this one. Like, I can picture exactly how big a bike is. Like 1,000 toddlers, that could be any amount. Like, could 1,000 toddlers sit in all the pews in the background over there? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know how big 1,000 is. No one does. It's hard to picture. But a bike, we know what that looks like. And I'm imagining if I had a ground up pile of bikes are hollow, by the way, inside the little metal tube, much like this little shitty piece of plastic hammer that I've got, hollow on the inside. So it's not solid all the way through, which really significantly removes the amount of bike I have to eat. What about a Barbie bike? It can
Does
be
it
any
have to
kind.
be a person that eats it?
Yes, no feeding it to anything. It would have to be the average person. Do you have to digest the bike, or can you put it in non-digestible capsules to swallow it? Yes, you've got to digest it. I don't know, guys. Let me get one more yes up here. And one more no, actually. Guys, it's down to the last little bit. This is the deciding factor. How can you convince me and these beautiful members of the jury that you could or could not digest a bike? Eat a bike over the span of 6 months, digest it. I'm on my phone, give me a second.
Oh, I'm a biochemist, real.
Okay, guys. Well, you heard it here. We've got a biochemist on the stand. So, with your background in biochemistry, what can you tell us here that would sway my opinion and the beautiful people in this jury? I'm totally convinced. He's a phony, says the... Dude, it'd be kind of funny if it spoke these things over here. Like, every once in a while, it'll be like... Maybe there's even a lower chance to yell. One sec, guys. The biochemist is hard at work. We're about to be educated here. Lethal dose of aluminum is 100 micrograms, and a bike has 18 pounds of aluminum. Like 3 people went to no. 3 people said, ooh.
Okay, so I think you could totally grind it up into a powder and add a little to each meal every day. You would essentially be microdosing the bike. It wouldn't be healthy, but I actually don't think it would kill you immediately either.
I feel like this biochemist is doing a lot of speculation here. I think hearing about... Real life NPC, are you here or are you just... Maybe that is an NPC. Maybe I just spawned an NPC into here. Judges based? Thank you. Oh. Biased. Well, whatever that means. Like I said, this isn't a court of language. I don't have no clue, and I don't have a dictionary in here. Space-time continuum. Welcome to court. Guys. Let me play with my ponytail while I think. I just don't know. I don't know on this one. It's so hard. My official ruling, I want to believe.
First of all, realistically, who would try and eat a bike in the first place?
That argument, as much as I would love to let that count, that just can't count because it's a hypothetical. I mean, you gotta eat it. You gotta eat the bike. Someone ate a plane though? But, okay, give me this. How long did it take that person to eat the plane? 2 years to eat a plane. What? 3 days. That person, that guy's lying. 3 days? It wasn't just a plane. It was a...
Metal could not possibly go into your system without permanently damaging it.
But I think a dude did eat a plane. Think. My official ruling. Let me get one more person on the stand from each. It's me, Asparagus, and Scrumpet Sheep. This is your last chance to convince whether or not you could eat a bicycle in 6 months.
Yes, ready.
Okay. You have the stand? What are you thinking? Biased judge?
Please see Exhibit A.
Okay. Let's pull up Exhibit A here. Michael...
Guinness World Record, man eats bicycle.
Michael Lotito, the man who ate a light aircraft, 18 bicycles, and 15 shopping trolleys. Celebrated the death of a man. Wonder what killed him, guys. Maybe possibly eating bikes and metal all his life? He ate so much metal. Lotito got every sick time he ate bananas. He eventually died of natural causes. Oh, look at that. There he is, like getting ready to eat a plane or something. I think
Lotito walked so we could run in this courtroom.
you do have a point. I think my official ruling yes. You could eat a bicycle in 6 months if you could grind it up and put little pieces of it into your food. I've hit the hammer. There's no going back. Sorry. I don't want anyone to try it, okay?
Saul Goodman.
I think, because here's what's gonna happen. If you do start feeling miserable, which you will, I think you could stick it out, survive the 6 months, and die peacefully of natural causes with a belly full of metal shavings. Let's start a new one. Let me pull up my list here. There's also, guys, a few questions involving chat, which I think would be cool. It's focused on you guys. There's some ridiculous stuff in here. Could you eat lava and survive? Is one of them. These are user submitted. These are you guys posted this. No, you couldn't eat lava and survive. Are you kidding me? Cooled lava? No, it'd be lava. Here's what you do. Scoop a handful of it. You would start screaming and dying right there. Get your handful of lava. Put it on your face and you start dying even more. And then if you manage to swallow a little bit of it, congratulations. It's going to burn a hole straight through you out your ass. Should babies pay taxes? One of them on there. I don't think we even need to put that up to court. Yes, babies should pay taxes. Yes. Not a single no. Obviously.
Yes.
Alright, let's do... If chat... Wait, in voting. This one's having to do with chat here, okay? If chat were dropped on a deserted island, would they be able to rebuild civilization? Exclamation yes, exclamation no. Right off the bat, lots of no's. Oh man, a lot of them. I'm a moderator, I can tell you no. Yeah, guys, I don't think you could do it, honestly. You guys would just sit around and wait for someone to start, like, I don't know, like playing a video game.
I believe in the human spirit.
What would you need to make a civilization, dude?
예하오. 땡스 포 서브스크라이빙 파트너.
Alright, let me see. Stinky idiot, you voted no. What is your reasoning? Why don't you think chat is capable of rebuilding civilization? Aristotle thinks that the human spirit will prevail no matter what, but you know, I really don't think...
Well,
You gotta think kind of hard.
Order, law, a leader,
you seen them?
preferably you, such a cutie.
Hey! No trying to get on my good side. God, it worked though. Man, it worked. BB boy. Welcome to court. Why do you think chat would be able to band together and build civilization back on a deserted island?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm willing to hear both sides.
I watch a lot of Survivor.
Okay, guys, we've got somebody who knows how to... What do they even do on Survivor? Isn't that a show where they're naked? They got their ass out? Great, guys, we got a nudist.
Special skills.
That is true. There are a lot of you with a bunch of different skills. Say some of your skills. What are you guys good at, members of the jury? Dying. Archery, reading. Drinking my... Wood. Camp counselor. Being a monkey?
we have no internet there, so we have at least 1% chance of rebuilding it. Which is low as hell.
I'm sure we've got some internet technicians in the chat. Maybe we can find someone who knows how to build it. Oh! What was I saying? Yeah, guys, I will say though, just if this changes your opinion, there will not be internet on the island. Would you still be able to survive and rebuild? Someone just said they're good at fishing, fighting, killing, and planning or something. Yeah, there's no YouTube tutorials you can watch. There's no...
I'd make cave carvings.
Okay, that would be cool, dude. Oh my god, to leave you guys on an island for I would give it 2 months and you'd all be gone.
Oh, what?
Yeah, and there'd be like little cave drawings of chat emotes. They'd be like Monk S written on a cave wall and some dude running up with a tomato knife emote. Minecraft.
We can have little plays.
You know, actually, that is a good point about Minecraft, guys. Stinky idiot. You say that they would not be able to survive on an island, okay? But I want to ask you this, guys. Members of the jury, Have you played Minecraft? Yes or no? I'm willing to bet. Yes, 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 yes. No, there's one no. Yes. So, Stinky Idiot, you think they wouldn't survive, but yet a bunch of
Who
these...
hasn't at this point?
Okay, so you agree. The majority of people on this planet Earth, I would, if I had to throw a percent to it, 98% of the people on the planet have played Minecraft. Would you agree or disagree that you get a lot of information from Minecraft, a lot of survival skills? These people in chat, they're not random people. These are video gamers. They've played things like Minecraft. They've played Tetris. They've played, well, that doesn't carry over too much, I don't think. They would be able to stack things pretty well if they were on the island. They would, I think, be able to handle their own. BioShock. The Forest. Rust. Oh, God, no, Rust. No, well, they have played Rust. I think have you guys played Rust?
They've had all the training you need. They know
But
what
I
to
doubt we
do.
will need to build a portal and gather items and kill dragons to live.
Yeah, but I do simultaneously think they'd be able to build a little shelter and eat some, like, sheep or something. Ow. That poked me in the eye, kind of. I think, you know, to be honest, it might end up in a Rust-type situation where you guys are bashing each other's heads in with rocks. And a fair few of you being naked.
I think it also depends on the island we land on.
Let's say this one, it would be a good seed. It would be a good seed, I would say. It would have...
Because if it's just sand and stone, we're screwed.
Let's go on the assumption that everything is needed to eventually build your way to being able to send an email. It would take, you know, it would take a few generations of you. I don't think you guys would be able to do that. You guys would have to reinvent, like, electricity. God knows Albert Einstein had trouble with that. But, you know, maybe in a few generations, you'd make sure to write. You guys can write. Can you guys write? You would have to, like, tell history and teach, like, the next generations how to write. Yes. Well, they're typing in chat. I'll assume. Some of them can't. Some of them just know basic yeses and nos and how to post the cute little emotes. Alright, let me get some more people up here. Let's see what they think. You know what that symbol stands for? Bias. No, guys, it's justice. Because I uphold justice in this court. Alright, we've got Agent M and that guy 3969. Guys, Agent M, you don't think chat would be able to survive on a desert island. Where do you see the major problems arising?
Hi.
Hey. Looking good. I like your suit. Look at him standing there with his weird hands out on the left.
It depends. Are we using chat commands or just surviving normally?
God, so poisoned by the internet. Yes, there would be chat commands. You could type like exclamation. No, there's no chat commands. You're gonna be out there with your bare feet and your stupid haircut, and you're gonna have to make some food somehow. Chat is gonna be pretty.
I play Minecraft.
Yeah, that's been the consensus so far. A lot of Minecraft players, but it doesn't quite work like you think it does, guys. You can't just punch a tree to death and make some planks. It's hard. It's gonna be a little hard, difficult. Look at him.
You know what? I changed my mind.
You think you could do it?
I will use X-ray vision.
No hacking on the island. does it even need to be said, guys? This is going to be a fair island. No hacking on the island. How would that help? So he can look through the ground and see where the diamonds are.
Why not?
Because it's a fair island. We're trying to run a fair island here, okay? I'm not going to allow hacking. You know what?
Okay.
Okay. B-bail. B-bail and Swarthy Spider. Swarthy Spider, where do you see this chat-controlled island falling apart? Take all the time you need.
It would be a Lord of the Flies situation.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Because as much as I hate to say it, guys, I think there might be a few maybe weirdos in the chat who might try to start killing everybody. Lord of Flies was a work of fiction? Yeah, I'm not saying you would be transported to the literal Lord of the Flies island and see those kids. I'm saying you guys would go nuts and kill each other. B-bail? B-bully? What do you think? What are you thinking? What are you thinking right now? Any comment about the potential for the island to devolve into chaos? It's a big claim. B-bully? Because I think they might have checked out. I mean, yeah, good point, I guess. B-bully? Do we need to call an ambulance?
예하오. 땡스 포 서브스크라이빙 파트너.
Guys, B-bully had to go. B-bully had to go. Smugger Man, welcome.
Watching a man ask hypotheticals on the internet. Some of us are weirdos.
Okay, but guys, I think, you know what, I think I've got a pretty cool audience who's probably
First
not...
off, I'm an Eagle Scout.
Probably not too many weirdos. Now that you say that, it makes it feel like, it's saying something about me, and it's not, because I'm totally normal. Alright, Smugger Man is an Eagle Scout, which, guys, as you might know, is, I don't know what that is. Like a furry thing? Scout. They're the leader. Oh, Smugger. Boy Scouts. You went to Boy Scouts?
Ascended Boy Scout.
Is there any, like, full-body anthropomorphic suits that you wear? Or am I thinking just entirely wrong? Guys, I think this might be something different.
Weekends only.
Well, it's an Eagle Scout. Guys, I didn't do that. I don't know what that is. Alright, so we've got a scout in our chat. Okay, here, how about this? Anyone else? Was anyone else in the scouts? That would be our good survivability people. They would know how to dig a hole. They would know how to Count past 30. I don't know. Fair few scouts. Okay, that's good to know. Are there any serial killers in the chat? That might make things a little complicated if we're all putting you on a deserted island. No, smile. Yes, smile. Maybe if we put the scouts against the serial killers first thing. And then, well, no, because what if there's overlap? What if there's a serial killer scout? Then he would be operating from the inside. Alright, Swarthy, getting rid. Let's get someone from the no category. We have Garbage Gamer 313. Garbage Gamer, tell us on this fine evening why you think my entire chat room would not be able to build civilization from scratch on a deserted island. How many people are here right now, guys? I'm gonna say every single person who's currently here would be put on the island. 200, 4, 12. I don't know.
We would kill each other.
I think so too. I think...
Also am a nurse.
Okay, well we do have... Okay, that's another good point. We've got one group trying to kill people, alright? Say we've got like, I don't know. I don't know how many people are crazy. Like, maybe 1 in 30? Say we got like 100 killers? But we also... Anybody nurses? How many nurses are in the chat? Nurses, doctors, the Boy Scouts can apply a bandage, I'm pretty sure. I think the nurses might be able to patch up the serial killed quicker than the serial killers can kill. I'm CPR trained. Does that count? No, not a nurse. Okay, well, CPR is good to have. Huh. What? Someone just spawned in and changed their mind to yes, that they could survive. Alright. Let's get a new... Your pal Kindred and Leather Jacket. Welcome, welcome. Kindred. Any, but, I mean, we've had a lot of people just saying that chat would kill each other. And now that I'm thinking about it, guys, I feel like the majority of people in chat are probably pretty normal. Alright? There's gotta be like a weirdo or two. But the Goths will rule the island. This might just be not only civilization being rebuilt, but a utopia. Kindred, can you bring any good points to the table other than...
cannot rule.
Oh my heavens, I'm getting up close and personal for this. They can. And by God, they will. Oh. Just hit a corpse.
They are too socially anxious.
Speak for yourself. Alright. Not a duend? Anything you can bring to the table that doesn't hurt my feelings? Why would my chat not survive? What is duend? What is duend? Why is everyone saying duend? Is that a cryptid? Guys, it's not a duend. Guys, I've just been sent an image of a duend. I'm gonna display this on screen. If you guys are easily scared for your life, even if you're not too easily scared, I might close your eyes for this next part. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this little guy. God damn. He could play the piano with his feet. Look at his toes. Thank God we're not dealing with one of those, and that is not a Dwind. Leather jacket, are you there? Foot fet. Okay, guys, we might have to get rid of these. I don't know if they're here. They might be AFK. Deer Hunter 40461. Guys, this is questionable to me because we've got Deer Hunter, but they don't feel like they could survive on a desert island with chat because they could provide food for the civilization.
We would eat all the food with 2,000 people.
I think, you know, but Deer Hunter, think about this. Would you enjoy leading the hunting division of the island? Maybe you're in charge of, I don't know, you get 100 or so people. That's a lot of hunters. Maybe 40 or 55 hunters. And you guys are in charge of providing food? You don't think you could do that? I mean, you named your account after it, for crying out loud. Are you really a deer hunter? Could you really hunt? What? Someone said cannibalism. It doesn't say good deer hunter 40461. That is true. Also, Zuddy Wuddy, you think chat could build civilization?
It's an island. We'd have to hunt a lot for 2,000 people. Unless we can farm, then we starve.
That is true. Now this brings me back to the Minecraft argument. I feel like a lot of you guys could probably figure out how to grow a tomato, figure out how to, I don't know, make some broccoli. I'm a real good plant carer, okay? Zuddy Wuddy, are you here? I'm about to hit you with this hammer. See, because all you have to do to grow something is you find its seed and you stick it in the ground and throw some water on it. Skippy John Jones.
We could also see people kill each other over limited food.
How big is the island? The Sons of the Forest big, or comically 3 inches big? This would be the island would be big enough to sustain enough people. It would be big enough, and there would be the resources to like make it happen. Free for all, it would not, guys. Listen, I think you guys are underestimating yourselves. I think chat would probably be able to, because there would be some sages, you know, there'd be some smart people. There would also be some young people who don't know how to do stuff well, but they can look up to the sages. We could appoint a council. We could have some good people who know how to tie knots and, like, I don't know, make.
We have more than enough people to make a small society work. I am sure this is a diverse crowd.
I think so too, with the combined effort of everybody involved. I think you guys could live.
How many people would be willing to do hard jobs like cutting down trees, building houses, and mining for resources? Lots of stuff is involved in rebuilding a civilization.
That is true. Lots of stuff would be involved. But I think thrown into the... I love labor, not me. Not me. I think if thrown into the midst of it all, you know, people would, it's either figure it out or die. You know what I'm saying? It's not an option. I'm not saying, do you want to go to this island or do you want to sit down and eat some popcorn and watch the new episode of Last of Us? I'm saying, pack your things. Actually, don't. No, you're not packing anything. Nothing, you're not taking anything to the island. Just so that's clear. You're just going to show up there. And it's not going to be a plane crash either.
We could divide the work up for those most suited.
I think that's true. And then those who refuse to work, you know, that's fine, I guess. But you're going to be in trouble. You are going to, like, I don't know, we're going to get yelled at, probably.
There's no hurricanes or tsunamis in Minecraft.
They
Could
can be
people
made to
build
just
strong
pick
enough
grass.
houses?
They can be made to pick grass. That is true. There's work that would be pretty simple to do. Picking grass, rolling it into freaking little joints and smoking it. Picking up blades of grass and twisting it up and smoking the shit out of it. Getting high, laying on the beach. You'd be allowed to do that. There's no rules on our island.
There is always work. Everyone is valuable in society.
Thank you, Skippy. That's a very optimistic outlook. I feel very happy that I feel like you guys could survive. I'm going to, real quick, let's just get a final tally. Could all of my chat, if thrown on a desert island, rebuild society? Exclamation yes or exclamation no. I think
we would thrive and be happy forever.
God, dude, I like, it just feels so hopeful and like promising, but I just could imagine right now a hard cut to just an island, and there's just 2,000 corpses. Some of them have been kind of eaten on. Some of them have just, they didn't look like they could stand to begin with. Kind of weak. And there would be me at the center of it all.
That is part of the journey.
Look at how bad
we will
people
make
do
it
on
through.
Survivor. It's like a real life experiment for this situation.
But there's going to be many people there. I feel like the thing with Survivor isn't Survivor they're all kind of going against each other. They're like competing and trying to be the best. But this is 2,000 people. There's going to be at least 40 people who know what they're doing. There's going to be 120 people who know exactly what to do in survival situations. We've got Boy Scouts. We've got Girl Scouts. We've got that nurse. We've got that dude who could do CPR. And I'm sure that he could teach other people. What do? You punch them in the chest for 20 minutes. We've got the guys who play Minecraft. We've got the dudes who've freaking, I don't know, watched like all of Survivor. We've got the video game knowledge, people who've played Minecraft.
My opponent is a silly Billy.
What if
Ignore
multiple
them.
people try taking power? People could just divide into groups and fight to survive.
You're not wrong. And you know, we've been playing through, actually guys, oh my god, we've been playing through The Last of Us 2 lately. And I will say, kind of think you guys might split into cults and start chopping each other up. Maybe. I want to be hopeful.
Why no when you can yes? Join the fight.
We're not actually doing it, guys. Well, maybe. I gotta see how much like an island would be. And a bunch of plane tickets. Guys, I want to say yes. I want to say yes, you could do it.
POG.
Play with that. You guys can play with that. Guys?
Objection. Are you even a real judge?
Hell yeah, this is cool.
Hell yeah, this is cool. Guys, I think I might be wrapping up for the night. I think this was a good first little go at it.
Do it.
And I want to do this a lot more. Why? Because I'm getting hungry. I'm getting tired. Was it fun though? Dude, massive, as big as possible thank you to Wednesday for making this happen.
Yes.
Yes! If you want to follow Wednesday, you can look under the stream in the credits section. And guys, There's some cool stuff coming. I'm so excited. There's something being cool worked on
stream
by Jabby and Wednesday. For the Resident Evil 4 remake release. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be done. I think. But I mean, if not, we'll just wait, because it's really cool. Dude, it is very cool. But I definitely plan to do this more. Every once in a while, maybe we can have a debate stream or a little court case stream. Do the 100% thing. What's the 100% thing? 100% tank messages. You're right. I hope, guys,
Jump in the tank.
I've tried. Look, I'll show you. Listen, I'm going to use you as a propeller to attempt. Watch. You stand here. Stand on top. Look up. Hit. Ah, dang it. See, I can't quite do it. Alright, I'm going to try changing the settings to see what 100% chat messages on the jury looks like. But what was I saying? I started to say something, I forgot. Oh yeah, I will definitely do this again. One thing about the chat toxicity judging stream that Wednesday made in the past is that there's not much like replayability to that. Like obviously we can keep going through the messages and sort what like people have already been sorted, but the way that one worked is you have to like sort it all preemptively, and then we're like looking up their stuff after the fact. You know what I mean? But what I like about this one is it's very, very replayable. Like we could do this all the time, dude. And not to say that that chat toxicity thing was bad by any means, by any stretch of the imagination. That was awesome. But I'm talking about the like replayability factor. Chat crime court. Yeah, it could be. What if we even use this as a way to like have a real fake court case? We have a real court case somehow. Like we say like this person did this, and then it's like you guys are trying to defend, and I don't know. I'll think about it. But yeah, there's a lot that we can do with this that I am so excited for. Let's try 100%. Lawyer replacement delay, blah, 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 blah. Display chance. Let's set that to 1. Alright, let's give it a shot. Ban appeals is a great idea. I thought about, oh my god, ban appeals for a court case ban appeal? Oh my god, that's funny. Something I really worry about is, I don't want to encourage bad behavior. You know what I mean? I like rewarding good behavior, rewarding like, you know, funny people who are doing like good stuff. I don't want to put like the spotlight on people who are misbehaving and turn it into like, oh haha teehee, they said this thing. Our ban appeals are mostly just upsetting. Yeah, I think, but the good news is that same exact concept can be hit and nailed just by role-playing something goofy. You know what I mean? Like picking like so many people from chat and they're the person that we're representing. Like maybe even adding like, maybe even topping this off and adding a like a witness stand here, or a like the person being defended here or something, and like you can randomly pick people. I think that be able to actually do court cases. All right, this is all of chat. This is cool, dude. This is cute. Sign the board, sign the board. That's so cute, dude. It's like a little bulletin board. Dude, this is like really cute. This is like seeing chat represented like this. It's so cool. Hi! Hi, everybody! Alright, guys. Thank you so much to Wednesday for making this happen. Thank you guys for participating. I hope it was fun. I had fun. And I will definitely do it again. There's, underneath the stream, if you scroll down or go to the About page on mobile, there's the thing that says Events, and I'm going to start putting like all the info for the stuff that I do there, like the different weird streams that I do that require explanation. There's a link to a new channel of the Discord called Hypotheticals. If you've got something that you think would be funny to argue about, feel free to post it. And it will be considered for next time. But yeah, I definitely want to do this again.